In a world drowning in noise, where everyone is screaming to be seen, a rare breed walks in silence. They lower their presence until they become a shadow unnoticed, yet everywhere. That's where real control begins. Machiavelli didn't chase fame, he chased influence. If he lived among us today, he'd have no phone, no posts. He'd simply let the world whisper his name without ever showing his face. Power doesn't scream, it waits. True dominance isn't taken from the stage, it's pulled from the backstage. Want to control minds? Learn how to confuse them. Let them believe you're harmless, unambitious, almost dull. Watch as their guard drops. People don't fear the weak, they expose themselves to them. And that's your entry point, the map to their inner chaos. Don't move first, just look. Don't speak to convince, speak to unsettle. The less you talk, the more your silence echoes in their heads. The less you appear, the more your absence becomes a question mark. Power isn't in how many words you use, it's in the moment you choose to speak. Step 1 to domination: show nothing. Let them imagine you, misread you, label you wrong. The more mystery, the more tension. The more tension, the more leverage. Act like you don't care. Sit back and watch them willingly reveal everything. People love being heard, not interrupted. Those who talk too much always leak their weaknesses. But those who remain silent, they terrify. In the psychology of power, visibility is a trap. The real move is to leave fingerprints on decisions you weren't even in the room for. Plant ideas in their heads and let them think they were born there. Machiavelli's first rule: the shadow that confuses is stronger than the spotlight that exposes. Those who think you're kind won't prepare for your blade. Those who see you as harmless will lower their defenses. That's your moment. Control doesn't begin with aggression, it begins with seduction. Machiavelli understood truth is boring, heavy, inconvenient. Illusion, that's irresistible. People don't want facts, they want stories that flatter their fantasies. So don't strive to be honorable, strive to be believable. Don't demand respect, build an aura, craft a soft, polished image. Let them believe you're one of them, that you share their views, their fears, their dreams. Then slowly lead them in. Not with a sword, but with a smile. Not by force, but by trust. Hide your intentions. Never explain your plan. Every time you justify yourself, you shrink. Every time you reveal your motives, you hand them the key. The powerful don't explain. The powerful are feared in silence. Your surface must be calm, composed when chaos hits. Never raise your voice. Never dodge a question. Just hold their gaze, smile faintly, and let them finish the story in their heads. That story, it'll be scarier than anything you could say. Be a riddle on repeat. Don't let them figure you out. Be unpredictably deliberate. One day, generous, the next, cold. Sometimes, you lead, sometimes you vanish. Keep them asking, is he with us or against us? Mystery isn't a lack of clarity, it's a weapon of the highest order. The enigmatic watches without being watched. He disrupts minds, he wins hearts. But the moment they understand you, you've lost control before you even began. Machiavelli's second rule, the first to reveal himself. Loses. If you want control over someone, don't start by persuading them. Start by making them feel seen deeper than they see themselves. It's not about being honest, it's about reflecting their own doubts back at them. Every person walks around with silent wars inside, hidden fears, unspoken insecurities, shame they'll never admit. Approach slowly, then press gently. Say things like, I admire how firm you are in your opinions, especially with so many doubting you. Or, you come across as strong, though I can tell you don't really like attention, right? You didn't insult him, you didn't expose him, but you smiled while touching the wound. Now he's unsure. Are you sincere? Did you figure him out? Or are you just like him? And in that moment of confusion, he's hooked. He watches you more, respects you more, maybe even fears you more, because you became the mirror he didn't ask for but couldn't look away from. This isn't friendship, this is penetration. Once you've breached someone's core, you can lead them to places they'd never go alone. Not by orders, but by suggestion. Not through pressure, but complicity. Next step. Get them to cross a line for you. Don't directly ask for betrayal, just open the door. Smile when they criticize someone in front of you. Don't stop them, don't join in, just listen. They'll take it as approval. And from that moment on, they're bound to you by the guilt they exposed. Anyone who betrays for you won't easily betray you, because now you're not just an ally, you're a partner in the secret. This isn't loyalty, it's a noose made of shame. Asterisk, asterisk, Machiavelli's third rule, asterisk, asterisk, make them prove their loyalty with a betrayal they'll never forget. Alliances are built in loud speeches, but they collapse in whispers. Don't strike a united front, head on, let it rot from within. Machiavelli never attacked the group, he infiltrated it. He didn't topple walls, he pulled one brick at a time until the whole thing gave way. How do you do it? Find their strongest bond, the silent leader, the hidden glue. Then plant doubt, not with accusations, but with a casual spark. Did you notice he didn't defend you today? Strange. I overheard him saying something, maybe I misunderstood. Then shut up. Say no more. Let the thought ferment. One tiny seed becomes an avalanche in the mind. Silence cracks bonds faster than screams ever could. You don't have to destroy the alliance, let them do it themselves. Planting doubt is more lethal than open betrayal because they pull the trigger, not you. You're just a quiet observer. And when the group fractures, step in spritely as the solution, the mediator, the trusted shadow, but never gloat, never smirk. Anyone who looks too pleased is exposed. The real architect of chaos always stays clean, always looks uninvolved. Then, just when they start depending on you, disappear. Walk away at the peak of your influence. No anger, no explanation, no farewell, just leave, vanish. The void you leave behind will be the real lesson. People don't hate those who leave, they hate how much they still need them after they're gone. Machiavelli's fourth rule, asterisk, open the cracks. Then walk away and let them drown in them. Asterisk, when it's time for hard decisions, don't be the one who decides. When the knife must fall, don't be the one holding it. Real power doesn't come from action, it comes from position. Don't stand at the front. Let others move while you choose the direction. Need someone to betray? Don't ask for it, just shape the moment. Let the idea appear in their mind. A quiet, maybe it's better if, a soft have. You ever thought about what would happen if, then back away? And watch, they'll walk the path you paved, thinking it was their idea. The outcome? You get exactly what you wanted without your name ever being linked. You remain the innocent, the bystander, the one who just noticed. People don't hate actions, they hate the person they believe caused them. If you are the invisible cause, they can't touch you, can't even find you. Same goes for information. Don't talk too much, just ask. Get the other person talking, justifying, revealing everything they thought they were hiding. How? With silence. Mastered silence isn't empty, it's pressure. Let the other person feel like every word is being recorded. Don't respond to insults. Don't react to provocations, just stare, and let them drown in their own echo. And when your silence feels louder than anyone else's voice, when your stillness becomes the center of gravity in the room, you've arrived. That's next level control. When you command, without giving orders, frighten without threats, and dominate without being seen. Machiavelli's fifth rule, let them carry out your plan while believing it was theirs. People don't fear threats, they fear what they can't predict. Fear doesn't need loud warnings, it fears on uncertainty. Be consistent until the one moment when chaos serves you. Don't be random, be unreliable on purpose. How sometimes forgive those who wronged you, other times vanish without a word. Sometimes engage deeply, other times remain a silent observer. Sometimes offer praise, sometimes complete indifference. Not because you're confused, but because they shouldn't know when you'll strike. The more they understand your rhythm, the easier it is to manipulate you. The more they decode your reactions, the more they can provoke you. But when they no longer know what you'll do or when you paralyze them, doubt is more crippling than fear. Strategy isn't just plans, it's atmosphere. Make them feel like every move you make is calculated, even when it's not. Let every word have double meaning. Let even your hesitation seem designed. Become the standard by which tension is measured. Be the one whose absence shifts the room's tone. When you enter, everyone adjusts, not because you say anything, but because they remember everything. You don't need to be present to control. Real dominance is when your weight is felt even in your absence. When they act like you're watching, even though you're not. Make yourself a mirror in their minds. In their choices, their whispers, their doubts. Machiavelli's sixth rule: let your absence hit harder than anyone else's presence. The most terrifying threat is the one left unsaid. If you tell someone what you'll do, you hand them a map to escape. But when they don't know your intentions, their mind draws its own map sand. Each one is darker than the last. Machiavelli wouldn't say, "I'll destroy you." He'd say, "Nothing." Then smile. Fear doesn't need volume. It needs a vacuum. A strange silence, a half-finished sentence, a look that lingers too long, an unexpected retreat in a critical moment. When someone lies to you, don't call them out. Say nothing. Let them twist in the silence. Let them wonder, did he believe me? Did he see through me? Why didn't he react? That's not discomfort, it's dread, silent dread. You don't intimidate with shouts. You do it with the subtle move that no one can explain. A single call, then silence, a long stare. Then disappearance, a vague gesture, then total withdrawal. In the target's mind, that becomes a spiral of possibilities. And each imagined outcome feels worse than the truth. Remember, clear threats trigger resistance, but thick, murky uncertainty that breeds paralysis. You don't scare them with what you say. You scare them with what they're too afraid to say out loud. And if they ever ask what you really meant, just smile and say, "Everything's fine." But let your face say otherwise. Machiavelli's seventh rule: don't swing the sword. Make them wonder if you own one. If you want full control over someone, let them believe you're on their side. Don't challenge them. Reassure them. Don't draw your weapon, pull up a chair beside them. The enemy who feels safe won't wear armor. He'll relax, lean in, whisper. That's when the trap closes. Machiavelli never crushed opponents with confrontation. He did it with handshake and harmony. He didn't say, "I'm against you." He said, "Understand you." Infiltration doesn't need a sword, it needs fabricated alignment. Learn their language, use their vocabulary, praise their ideas sometimes. Gently criticize others, but never reveal you disagree. Make them think they're in charge while you're laying down the path. Let them feel calm, confident, untouchable. Then, when they're certain they've tamed you, pull the ground from under their feet. The strike that follows safety is fatal. Never attack someone who's already defensive. They'll fight back. Hit the one who thinks you're a friend. They're unarmed. This isn't betrayal, it's precision. You don't start with war, you end with it. You don't declare attack, you declare presence. And once you're present, the end is already decided. And when you bring them down, don't explain. Just act. Walk away. Explanations dilute fear, but mystery? That leaves them haunted, terrified it could happen again. Machiavelli's eighth rule: asterisks, surround them with warmth. Then cut the air. Without warning. Asterisk: real power doesn't die with the man who held it. It lives on as an idea, a reference point, a system. Don't settle for being respected as a person. Turn yourself into a way of thinking. Don't chase admiration, plant a pattern. One that gets copied, quoted, repeated without your permission. Machiavelli didn't want to be followed, he wanted to be applied. Don't be someone, be a framework. A name that gets invoked only in moments of deep decision, serious debate, or silent coups. When your methods become doctrine, you're no longer a man, you're a network, a presence that resurfaces even in your absence. Train them to consult your voice even when you're not there. Make them ask, what would he have done? When they do what you would have wanted without you saying a word, that's when you know you've made it. But don't stop there. Embed your symbols in their victories. Let every major move carry your echo. Let every win smell of your fingerprints. Let every failure feel like a violation of your code. And make your name untouchable. Not because it's legendary, but because it's undeniable. People don't fear men. They fear systems they can't decode. And the more complex, cryptic, and embedded you are in the structure, the harder it becomes to bring you down. Don't be a ruler they can replace. Be the foundation they can't remove. Machiavelli's ninth rule: don't be the one in charge, be the system that makes charge possible. When people are afraid to even say your name, you're no longer a person, you're an echo. Power doesn't require presence. Sometimes, absence is the sharpest weapon. When they pause in every tense moment and ask, what if he was here? When they avoid certain decisions not because you're around, but because your name alone rattles the room, you don't need to be in every space, just in their minds, in their hesitations, In their small, silent doubts, they never say aloud. Make them say, "You know who I mean," instead of naming. You make your existence feel so dangerous that speaking your name is a risk in itself. Don't chase fame. Don't beg for applause. Those who cheer you today will cheer your downfall tomorrow. But the one who fears you, the one who measures every step because of you, the one who tenses at a rumor of your return, that one submits without resistance. Become a ghost with a pulse, unseen but felt everywhere. Be the presence in absence. The sword still sheathes, the soundless voice that still shifts. Everything? Don't answer accusations. Don't engage in arguments, don't defend yourself. Those who know, know. And those who don't, let them wonder why they're afraid for no reason. True power doesn't shout, doesn't explain, doesn't ask. It simply is. Machiavelli's 10th rule. When your name alone causes fear, you've taken full control.